Hey student, I am teacher Prix, and in this Grammar in Action live lesson, I'm going to show you an advanced way to use auxiliary verbs in affirmative sentences. Yeah, so stay with me because I'm gonna give you practical examples that will make your English speaking much better. As I said before, I'm teacher Prix and I help English learners talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. If you don't believe that is possible, well, I'm here to tell you otherwise. I help many English learners talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime. You don't need to know all the words. You don't need to understand everything. You need a method. And that's some of the things I teach here. Now, guys, as usual, I would love to know who you are, okay? I always start the lesson by asking my dear students who are watching now or are watching the replay to tell me who they are. If you are a newbie, a regular, or a BSA. And what is the difference between them? A newbie is here for the first time. So maybe you were searching for auxiliary verb lessons and you found me. So hello. And if you're watching the replay, let me know, okay? I would love to know. I always catch the comments. I love reading the comments. It helps me have an idea of what is going on, if you understood the lesson. So let me know in the replay comments, okay? A regular is someone who is always around. So if you're always around, always catching my lessons, maybe not live, maybe you catch the replay, that is awesome too. And if you are a BSA, oh what? You are my student in my academy. So tell me who you are in the chat or in the comments. People on Instagram, tell me who you are. People on Facebook, hello. Tell me who you are, newbie, regular, or BSA. Thais is already chatting. She's a regular. That is awesome to have you here, Thais. Thank you so much. Let's see what happens on YouTube. We have some regulars. We have BSA. That is wonderful. Wonderful. Now, guys, I have homework for you, okay? Hashtag homework, all right? In the comments here in this video, I want you to tell me, pay attention, okay? I want you to tell me something you really did that really happened to you, but people don't usually believe you. You tell them the story and they're like, no, really? They don't believe you, okay? So your homework is to think of a story, something you did or something that happened to you that is true. You know, it happened to you, but no one believes you, okay? Because I wanna read the stories, and then after I catch the stories, I will talk about it on my Instagram or maybe during another lesson here on the channel. So I wanna know a story. You will tell me a story of something you did, but no one believes you, or everybody is surprised when they see when they hear your story. Okay, so do you understand the homework? Yes or no? If you understand the homework, hashtag yes. If you don't understand the homework, hashtag no. So let me know here in the chat. Do I understand the homework? Tell me yes or tell me no. Let me see, where did the comments go? Let's see. Okay. So now I see people from Facebook as well, the comments here. So tell me as well, Facebook, do you understand? Yes, no. People on YouTube, yes. Thais says she understands. That is wonderful. So I want to know if you guys understand the homework. And the homework is connected with the lesson. That's why I'm giving you this homework, okay? So Giuliani, Aisha, you understand. That is awesome. It's important that you participate in the chat because that way I know you are paying attention, okay? This is exercise. This is grammar in action time, okay? It's time to work hard. Awesome, Rosalia. Now, moving on. Auxiliary verbs. You probably heard in basic lessons that auxiliary verbs are used in questions and negative sentences. Do you speak English? Do you study? Does your sister work downtown? Does your best friend like Thai food? Do your parents travel a lot? Do you live alone? Okay, so you probably learned that. Or in negative sentences, I don't eat spicy food. My best friend doesn't live near me. My parents don't like to travel. So you probably learned that we use auxiliary verbs to ask questions, and we use them also in negative sentences. But here, guys, why you didn't learn the lesson that I'm going to teach you when you were a beginner? Because when you are starting your journey to fluency, when you go through the basic lessons, we need, as teachers, we need to avoid confusion, okay? We need to give you the information you really need so that you can keep going on your journey without losing motivation, without getting crazy. Oh my God, imagine if your first lesson as an English student was present perfect. It doesn't make any sense, okay? So that's why probably when you started, you learned that that's how we use auxiliary verbs in questions and affirmative sentences. And in tonight's lesson, I'm just showing you one different use of auxiliary verbs. There are more, okay? But to make this lesson short, I'm just focusing on one different way that native speakers use very, very often, okay? So that's why at the beginning, you didn't learn this piece of information. You learned what was necessary, okay? And this is why I always tell you guys that you are going to review all the basic lessons you have studied. So if you learned present, simple present, well, congratulations. When you become more intermediate, you will study simple present again, but with a little bit more information. Wow, but teacher, now I am advanced. Is there something new for me to learn about simple present? Yes, there is. Okay, so the only difference is as you keep going on your journey, as I always like to tell you guys, you are on a journey to fluency. You will go back to very basic lessons, but you will learn something new, a little piece of information that is different, that you didn't learn before. Okay, so the same is going to happen to auxiliary verbs. There are many different ways to use it. Okay. Maybe here on my channel, I've already shown you some different uses, but tonight I'm going to focus on this one. Now, I'm going to give you a short dialogue, okay? And why am I going to share this short and very dramatic dialogue? So that you can understand what I'm going to teach you, okay? But I have a question for you guys here. Do you talk to your parents very frequently? Do you talk to your parents frequently? Yes or no? I want to know. Hashtag yes, hashtag no. Do you talk to your parents very frequently? Yes or no? I think I talk to my parents very frequently, but they don't think so. They don't agree with me. Yesterday my parents came over very quickly to bring me some things I asked them, and they complained. You don't visit anymore. You don't talk to us anymore. And I was like, come on, Dad, come on, Mom. So next weekend, I am visiting them because they are not happy. And of course, because I miss them. So I want to know about you. Do you talk to your parents often? I would love to know that, okay? That is very, very important. So Max says, yes, Moneda, Maria, Giuliani, good daughters and sons, okay? That is wonderful. I talk to my parents often, but they don't believe. So now I'm going to give you a very dramatic example to help you understand. So here we have the mom, an old lady, the mom and the daughter, and they are having a tea. They're having a tea. This is water, but that's the best I can do today, So they're having tea, and then the mom says, you never call me anymore. I miss you. And then the daughter is like, but Mom, I do call you. Pay attention, auxiliary verb. Mom, I do call you. We talked yesterday, crazy lady. And now I am here, Mom. So what's up? So did you understand this part of the conversation? The mother, you never call me. We don't talk anymore. You don't love me. Then the daughter, Mom, I do call you. Come on, don't you remember? We talked yesterday. And now, today, I'm here. What's wrong? And then the mother will continue. She's going to say, well, you never tell me about your life anymore. You never talk to me about your life. And then the daughter, what? I do tell. I'm just busy. That's all. Okay? So here the mother is not happy. She says, you don't tell me about your life. And then the mother, I do tell. I tell you everything. I'm just a little busy. And then the mother continues. Now she's talking about the brother. And where's Pete? Where's your brother Peter? Doesn't he love his mama anymore? Doesn't he love me? And then the daughter's like, Mom, he does love you. Stop that. And then the mother continues. You don't understand me. And then the daughter to finish, no, Mom, we don't. We really don't, but we love you. Have you ever had a similar conversation with your mother? Of course, maybe some differences, but very similar. Your mother's not happy and you're like, but Mom, I tried. I like you. And then your mom, no, you don't love me. You don't call me. You don't. Tell me yes or no. Do you have dramatic mamas? I would love to know. So if the answer is yes, tell me yes. If the answer is no, tell me no. Have you ever had a similar conversation with your mom like that? If it's yes, tell me yes. If it's no, tell me no. Or am I just crazy? Mothers never talk like that. You know, they never complain like, you don't call me anymore. And I'm like, Mom, I do call you. You don't talk to me anymore. Mom, I do talk to you. I'm here. I love you. Your brother doesn't like me anymore. Mom, he likes you. He does like you. So I see some yeses, okay? So I am not crazy. We have mamas like this, you know? And if you are a mother, are you like that? Do you get angry sometimes? Maybe a little sad that your kids are not calling, not chatting? I would love to know that. In my case, it's not my mom who does that. In my case, it's my father. Okay, my father does that a lot. Whenever I call my dad, he's like, you never call me. Right now, calling you. He's like, you don't love me anymore. And I'm like, I love you. I do love you. So it depends. In some families, this happens, you know. Hobbs, so I'm sorry to hear that your mom has dementia. So I imagine that you really have to repeat information to her, you know, but now it's with love. I'm not talking about health conditions, but I'm sorry to hear that. Now, guys, with the explanation, if you paid attention in the conversation, here we have two important things. First, I want to emphasize an affirmation, okay? I am emphasizing. I could say really, okay? But here I'm using a different structure. And there is another explanation, okay? So first I want to give emphasis, okay? Important, pay attention. First, I'm giving emphasis. And then the second thing I'm trying to say when I use the auxiliary verb in an affirmative sentence is that I want to contradict what the person is saying to me. So when my mother says, you never call, and then I say, I do call, I am contradicting. I'm saying the opposite because it's not true, or I don't believe it's true. So I want to contradict her. I want to disagree and show that no, it's the opposite. So I use the auxiliary verb in the affirmative sentence. You don't love me anymore. I do love you. I do like you. So I have to emphasize do. I do like you. I do exercise. You know, I do that. So you do have to emphasize, okay? So I'm giving emphasis and I am trying to contradict the person because what the person said to me is I don't agree with, okay? I don't agree with what the person said, or I don't think it's true, or it's completely the opposite of what I believe. So that's why I use the auxiliary verb in an affirmative sentence. Do you understand this first part of the explanation? Yes or no? Let me know, because you are important. So tell me here if you understand that part, okay? Now, guys, the second part of the explanation. When I use this structure, and by the way, this is common in a spoken language. Remember that this class is grammar in action. So you're going to use this in conversations. If you are writing, unless it's message, like text message, you're texting your mom or your friend or your husband, wife, whatever, then it's okay. But in more formal writing, even if it's work, work related, you're not going to use this structure. This structure is focused on conversations when you're talking to people or if you're chatting with someone very informally, okay? So when I use this structure, I use it mostly with do. I will use this with present and past, okay? That's basically where I stay. So do, does, did. So do and does, simple present. Did in the simple past, okay? So that's where I stay. And I can also do this and emphasize with verb to be and will. I will call you, but then there are some other explanations that I will give you very soon. When I'm making these changes, when I use the auxiliary verb in the affirmative sentence, I do not make any changes to the verb. So, for example, oh, Peter doesn't call me anymore. Mom, he does call you. I do not change the verb call. I don't say he does calls you. No. I say he does call. No change. He does call you, Mom. Come on. He does call. I don't change call if I'm using this structure. In the simple past, oh, you didn't call me yesterday. Mom, I did call you. I don't change call to the past form, called. No, I use did. You did call. What? You did call me. Come on, don't you remember? So in this structure, we don't make changes, okay? Do you understand this part? We don't make changes? Let me know, okay? This is important. People on Instagram, I'm watching you guys. People on YouTube, tell me if you understand this important change. Now, another important thing about this. I will use this structure with do, does, did, present and past. That's where you stay, okay? With verb to be or will or would, I just emphasize the word. I don't change anything. So for example, you are not going. I am going. I didn't change anything. It's just intonation, okay? You won't be at a party. I will be at the party. Don't worry about that. So with be, will, would, I would just emphasize. And other auxiliary verbs, you just emphasize. Okay, have in present perfect, just emphasize. But with do in the present, does in the present, did in the simple past, then you make these changes that I gave you. Oh, I do like. Then you have to use do. I do like. But if it's verb to be, why do I say verb to be as an auxiliary verb when I'm making the present continuous sentence? Okay, well, I am trying. I am trying. So I'm emphasizing. So usually with verb to be or will or would, I would just emphasize the word will, the word would, or the verb to be being conjugated, okay? With do in the present, does in the present, and did in the past, then you have this possibility, okay? Remember, in conversations, in most dialogues, this necessity to emphasize or to make or to disagree will usually be in the present or in the past, okay? That's where the conversations usually stay when you want to give this idea, when you want to emphasize something or contradict what somebody else has said, okay? So that is a very important thing. And hey, if you're enjoying this lesson, how about giving me some support, by hitting the like button, by sharing. Remember that here my goal is to give, to help, to expand. When I give you this lesson, I am helping you grow. I'm helping you become a better English speaker, become more confident, and I'm also expanding. I'm expanding my channel, expanding my knowledge, and helping you expand as well. So we can continue this virtuous circle of growth. So it would be really nice of you if you could share or like or subscribe to my channel. You know, many people who watch my lessons are not subscribed. And I know that because YouTube has a very specific report that shows me that 50% of people who watch my lessons are not subscribed. Huh? Can you believe that? My goodness. Anywho, moving on to some examples. I did call you, but you didn't answer. So the person looks at me and says, you didn't call me. What? I did call you, but you didn't answer. Oh, you have nothing to worry about. He does care about you. So maybe I said, no, Peter doesn't like me. No, he does care about you. He does love you. I'm emphasizing and I am contradicting what the other person said. The person said, Peter doesn't care about me. Then I will contradict the person. Of course not. Peter does care about you. Come on. Are you crazy? So that's the idea. Okay? Another example. How come you failed the test? Didn't you study? Mom, I did study. I just don't know what happened. The test was so difficult. I think I need to study more. This happens, guys, you know. It is a possibility, you know. Now, guys, now you understand the homework that I gave you at the beginning of the lesson. To tell me your story here in the comments, you don't need to use I did call, I did do, but I would love to know your story, okay? So come in the comments and tell me your story. Something that you did or that happened to you, but when you tell people, they don't believe you. They're like, no, what? Is that true? Other than that, remember tonight's hashtag is awesome. And why do I give you the hashtag? Well, so that you can go on Instagram stories, tag this image that you can see here on the screen right now or here on Instagram, and then tag me at Teacher Prix and type the hashtag of the night. Awesome. Because that way I know you're studying. I know you're working on your English, okay? Other than that, my friends, share, like, subscribe. Thank you, Instagram. Bye-bye, guys. Take a screenshot and tag me on stories. Bye-bye. And people on Facebook and YouTube, thank you so much. I'll see you on Wednesday. Thank you. Bye.